Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 3 of our All the Mods 6 to the Sky Let's Play. Where today I'm eating some worms, lovely, delicious cooked silkworms, yes. One thing I've noticed with this pack is that vein mining does not burn through your saturation and your hunger. So that's nice. So last episode, we got this cobble gen set up. It's been running. I've been cobble genning. I've been doing the thing. I set us up an infinite water source over here. I know it's absolutely ugly, but we're going to fix that here relatively soon by getting rid of this thing and probably getting ourselves a sink, because cooking with blockhead sink is one of my favorite items. If it creates infinite water, like I think it does, and it's one block, and you don't need this a whole setup. Can I please sleep? Thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and work towards getting ourselves a sink, but let me actually go ahead and add it to our to-do list here. It's not too hard, just requires us to get some clay, which we have the ability to get now that we have an infinite water source with our crucible. But as you can see, it's probably been about 30 minutes of me just breaking down, collecting, doing the whole thing. I did upgrade our mesh over here to iron, as you can see, iron mesh, which just required a little bit more of our iron. Yeah, anyway, so we've got resources, so we don't have to worry about it. I'm just gonna not mean to do that. Oops. I didn't mean to shift click that. Can this be put back together? No. Well, we've got a lot of uncompressed coal, folks, for when we need it. It's all here. Oh my goodness, that was absolutely a terrible mistake. I gotta make a chest just to store this stuff, because there's not enough room in the other one. Be careful where you shift click, because yeah, you're gonna make yourself a ton of coal that you don't necessarily need, because yeah, that was fun. And this can't access that chest, right? Okay, that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to be able to access that, because we don't need to see all that uncompressed coal. Anyway, so today we are going to continue working through our quest book. I do have enough materials now to make a diamond mesh, so we're going to go ahead and do that right off of the bat for our sieving. And what that's going to do is allow us to get, a bunch of stuff. It's pretty much the top line mesh. There is emerald, and it does give you access to a few more things. But for example, when we do gravel, we have a 1.6% chance and a 0.8% chance, I guess, to get emeralds. It just unlocks everything and gives us more chances for all of the stuff. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and make our diamond mesh and be good to go there. So let's just upgrade you, and diamond mesh it is, and that leaves us with 4 of our diamonds left to use towards other things like the Pedestals mod, which is what we're going to get into today to continue our cobble, because for now we need to get into this. Very soon, though, we should be able to get into auto sieves, which is this guy here. It just requires blocks of iron, some glass, and a sieve, and a auto hammer. Bam, which just requires us to get a diamond hammer and pressure plates. So we should fairly soon be able to get into this, and then there's going to be no more of me having to do all the work. We'll let everything else do the work for us and get auto. But we do need to get power. We do need to get progressed a little bit farther into the pack, so that may be an episode or 2 ahead, but we're slowly working our way towards that. And as it says, there's an emerald mesh and a netherite mesh, but we don't have access to both of those right now, so it's not that big a deal. We need to get pedestals set up, because pedestals is where we're going to get netherrack, we're going to get endstone, we're going to get all the stuff that we need to continue progressing into this pack. We also need to start working towards getting ourselves infinite lava. Yes, it is a thing where you can get lava generated. So what we need to do is get one of these crucibles, right? We need a fired crucible, which comes from a unfired crucible. Unfired crucible comes from porcelain clay, and porcelain clay comes from clay and bone meal. So we need to get some clay going. In order to do that, we need to get some of our cobblestone, and we're just going to go ahead and compress this down just to make it a little easier for us. Yeah, we'll go ahead and make all of it. That's fine. We have like infinite cobblestone being generated, so interesting that I only got 7 out of that. Should have got more, but whatever. And this hammer is going to go. Maybe it has enough to do all this. Nope. I had another hammer pre-made for us, so okay. So that was our gravel. Let's go ahead and compress the gravel. Excuse me, sir. When I shift click, I mean shift click. We're going to go ahead and compress this down, or break this down, I mean. Bam. That gets us sand. And then we're going to use the sand to compress down again. And that'll get us dust. And that's going to get us a stack of the dust, which will be more than enough for us to get most what we need. Dust can be sieved, by the way. You sieve it, and it gets you gunpowder, bone meal, and then, let's see, we have the diamond tier. So it's going to get us fluix dust, bone meal. It'll get us blaze powder, which is nice, redstone dust, and all that stuff. So, yeah, we're definitely going to be sieving some of this dust. But what we need to do is get our bucket of water, put it into our crucible, or our barrel here, and then put a piece of dust, and we get clay. Easy peasy. Break the clay down. Bam. We're going to need some more of that. So let's go over here to our water source. And what I'm going to do is actually bring this over here for now. Dust, clay. Dust, clay. Easy peasy. And it's instant. So you don't have to like sit here and, you know, like we had to do with the crucible, we had to let it cook. No, this is instant, so we're good to go. And that should get us quite a bit of clay. For the sink, we are going to need terracotta. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's get 5 more blocks of clay, just so that we have it. That way we're ready to go for that when I get to that point, which will be this episode. But then I don't have to do this. Oh, that was absolutely not what I needed to do. That should be okay. This should still... Yeah, because that was still a source block. Okay, whew, pay attention to what you're doing. This. And there we go. 5 clay, so we can make our terracotta. And we, you know what, just go ahead and start smelting that now so it's ready to go. Okay, so we got our clay balls. We need our bone meal, which luckily we got from a quest line. If you wanted to get bone meal, you get it from sieving. Sorry, I meant recipe. You get it from sieving that same dust. So you'll get bone meal if you sieve the dust. But yeah, we got it from a quest, so we already had some on hand. So what we need to do is make this porcelain clay, which we're going to need 7 of. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to turn that into this. And then we're going to go ahead and smelt it up once this terracotta is done smelting. Just waiting, and bam. And then throw the crucible in there. As we're working, we're going to go ahead and do this. We need 3 iron ingots. So let's get our iron pieces. And just go ahead and do the whole, you know, Shift K thing and compress those down. 1, 2, 3. And we have a crucible. Okay. So a crucible is used to generate more lava. And the way you do that is with a torch or a block underneath it. Now, if we look at the crucible and we hit U, it'll tell us crucible heat sources. So a magma block is 3 times faster. A torch is 1. Shroom light is 2. A flint and steel is 4. I don't know how that works. Does that just mean put fire? Lava is 5. Uranium is 20. And a superheating element from mechanism is 60. Uranium seems to be the best way to go. And I do think I have uranium. I do. Let's see how much uranium we have. Do I have enough to make a block of this? I do have enough to make a block. that just makes things so much faster. Instead of having to, you know how long it took with our torch and going into the crucible? Yeah, we don't need that anymore. We can just use this uranium that we have once that cooks up, and we'll be able to use that for our crucible to make it even faster. But yeah, so let's go ahead over here and, you know, set this bad boy up here and go ahead and break. I cannot access the block below it without doing this. That's okay. We're going to lose those slabs, but hey, what can you do? So just waiting on that uranium to cook. While that's doing that, we can go ahead and get our sink. I just need to get a bucket of water. Let's hope that these sinks are infinite water sources. It is a config option that can be changed. Most mod packs don't change it outside of like expert mod packs. So, and this is not an expert mod pack. Oh, it did consume the bucket. Good to know. I did not know that. Did it? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. I was like, yeah, most recipes don't consume the buckets, but yeah, we got an infinite water source. Easy peasy, which means we don't need this setup anymore. We can move our wooden barrel back over here. And we can just set this up next to that. And go ahead and break all this. Forgetting to scoop the water up. Where's that cobble at? There we go. Problem solved. Infinite water. Done. And we don't have to have this ugly little thing over here anymore. We can just put all this cobble away. And look at how, I mean, this thing is not the slowest in the world. It's pretty decently quick. Let's go ahead and take a nap because it's getting dark and I don't have torches set up. The nice thing, like I said about this pack, is that you really don't need to get a mob farm set up. Most Skyblocks, that's the word I'm looking for, do want you to set up a mob farm fairly quick into the pack, but because we have the ability to sieve all of these resources, we don't necessarily need to do that. Let's get a uranium block, bam, and put this under here, bam, and put a slab back. So there we have 20 times faster processing. So if we get our cobblestone and we go put it into here, we put 4 pieces in there, it's going to cook down and turn into lava. And that's at 20 times. Look how, I mean, it is not the fastest in the world, and that's 20 times faster than a torch. If we did a torch, we would be here absolutely forever. Forever. Yeah. Anyway, what we want to do, though, is start working towards this. Oh, we got that quest. The cobble gen, which is the pedestal upgrade, right? We want to get into pedestals. So what we need is a linking tool, and we're going to need some gold. So let's grab some of our gold. Go ahead and compress it. There is no need to not compress these. That's the only thing that they're used for, is this. However, I'd have to take it out and compress it and take it out and compress it, which is a pain. So I'm not going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's a laziness issue more than anything. We're also going to need a linking tool. There we go. And that's going to require us to get a diamond and then some various dyes. Now, the question is going to be, where do we get the dyes from, correct? Green dye can come from cactuses. Or blue and yellow dye. And blue dye can come from lapis. Okay. So what we need to do is take our bone meal here, and we have this nice grass block area. We need to get flowers or seeds, depending on what we can get. Basically, we just need to do this a little bit, get some stuffs, get some things, and see where we end up. Vein mining makes this a lot easier. Okay, so we got some seeds, melon seeds, radish, corn, poppy. In order to get cactus, which eventually we'll probably need to, you can sieve dirt. And that will get you cactus seeds, because there is cactus seeds in here. And that is sieving dirt. Dirt, to get dirt, is a little bit more of a process, you have to get compost. So you get a wooden barrel and you put apples in it, or you put fish or cod or, you know, just items in there and compost it down, and you'll be able to get dirt, vines, things like that. But yeah, that's the recipe for dirt. Yeah, if we need more dirt. As of right now, we're okay, because we're able to mix and get, if we use our lapis that we have to be able to get this, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. So we need red dye, we need blue dye, so we need a piece of lapis, and we're going to need red dye, we're going to need blue dye, I'm going to need another piece of lapis, blue dye, and a yellow, and that is going to be mixed together to create a green. And there we go. That is everything we need, minus our diamond, which this will be able to pull from, so I don't know why I'm clicking over there. And we have our linking tool. Okay. Let's go ahead and put all of this stuff away. Bone meal can go away. We're going to start needing more chests here very soon. Let's get our gold that we cooked up and make the pedestal upgrade base and get the pedestal upgrade. Bam. So that completes that quest. Now we need a pedestal, right? So pedestal, at pedestals, where is the base pedestal? Here we go. This guy. Pedestal. It's just going to require some stone, so we need to cook up some of the cobble that we've been creating. So let's go ahead and just, we got some right here. Go ahead and cook that up. Oh, one thing that I want to work on, time in a bottle. If you watched my Enigmatica 6 Let's Play, you know how much I love the time in a bottle, and it is available in this pack. And other than the redstone dust, we have access to this. We do have 2 diamonds. We just need some glass, some more gold. I do have the gold, but we're going to need a little bit more gold. So let's just go ahead and, you know, get that going. Yeah, we have access to a time in a bottle. Let's get another furnace going so I don't have to sit here and wait on this one. Let's just get 2 more. That's fine. We have the coal. That's for darn sure. You can go in there. You can go in there. So let's get this cooking up. And then we also are going to need some glass, which is going to require some sand, which we don't have, but we can get. Yeah, we don't need that much. Give me the gravel. Bam. We got sand, which will get us a little bit of glass. And all we need is redstone, which is from our dust. So if we take this dust and we sieve it over here, we should get some redstone. Oh, I need to compress it first. I forgot. Give me all that back. Don't compress all of it. I'll save a little bit of this dust. And then let's stand closer. Did we get redstone? We did. Bam. And we got some blaze powder too. Chests. We do have more chests. So let's go ahead and pop those there. Except for the fact that if you shift click, it only places the single chest now. So I need to, how can I do this? There we go. Just like that. Okay, so we have double chest here. Nice. We're double chested up. Let's get all this stuff in here. I guess bone meal comes from that too. So let's grab our bone meal. Bam. And yeah, that is pretty darn good. I am working on like 10 different projects here at a time, and I am forgetting where we left off. But what were we doing? First, I was making the time in a bottle. Yes, because that is absolutely one of the best mods in existence. And you'll see why very soon. So that's that. We just need a glass bottle, which is pretty easy to make. And bam, time in a bottle created. So what the time in a bottle does is it stores time inside of its inventory. We'll put glass over here. So what it does is it just starts counting up. As long as it's in your inventory, it starts storing time. And what you can do with it is tick accelerate any block that is tick acceleratable, of course. So you can tick accelerate the furnace. So I'll show you here. Once this hits 30 seconds of time, I'll show you we can tick accelerate this furnace. So if we go like, we shift click, it's going to work 2 times faster. And you can see it sped up. Boop, 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 boop. We did use all of the time that was in the time in a bottle because we only had 30 seconds stored up. But yeah, it's a tick accelerator essentially. And it will last for 30 seconds and you can multiply. So it's times 2, times 4. It goes all the way up to times 256. Keep in mind that it will use the equivalent amount of time in your time in a bottle to make it faster. It's best to make this in a pack as soon as you can so that as you're playing, you start building up time in your time in a bottle and then you can use it freely without having to worry. It will also work on our crucible here so we can make this run even faster. And look, we have a bucket of lava in here. And this can hold more cobblestone too, so we can have more than one bucket in there at a time. Pretty handy. So yeah, time in a bottle, done. One of my favorite mods. Oh, and we got this compressed cobble times 5. Ooh, that's going to be a lot of resources out of that. The question is, yeah, check this out. Watch, we're going to get, let's see how much gravel we can get out of this. All right, here we go. 5 compressed cobble. How much gravel is this going to give us? Oh, I can't even, oh no. I can't break it with this. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can't break it with this hammer. I need a higher tier hammer, apparently. Uh-oh. 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 How about an iron hammer? Can you... I don't have the iron. Also, you need iron rods. Well, we'll just let that sit. Let's continue on with what we were doing, which was making a pedestal. So we need to get some stone slabs and then get the pedestal going. And then, yeah, that's pretty much the extent of everything we need for the pedestals. We do need to get a chest. Yes. Yeah. I think that the pedestal can dump into a chest below it. However, that's going to become difficult later because we need to have blocks underneath the pedestal. Anyway, so what this does is generates cobble. This pedestal, at least, generates cobble. In order to apply your upgrades, you have to put them into your offhand and then just right-click on the pedestal, and you'll see it's going to start generating. And you can click on it, shift-click, shift-right-click. Did I get cobble? Did that come from that? Look, it's got 13, 20. Yeah, anyway, it's generating cobble for us. Now, what we can do is use this to generate other resources for us. And this is where the pedestal mod becomes super duper handy. Because we can use, let's get like a netherrack recipe is a cobble gen. So if we put nether bricks underneath, it will start generating netherrack with a cobble gen upgrade. Or endstone space. Endstone. Again, you get purple blocks and you can start generating endstone. And both of these are easy to get pre going into the end because we can get chorus fruit from chorus flowers, and chorus flowers come from sifting endstone. What's the best way to do this? I know there's a way to get chorus before Horse plant. What's the recipe for this? Nothing. Horse fruit. Flowers. I know there is a way to get this pre going to the end. I will just need to figure it out. It comes from sieving endstone. A hammer of endstone. Endstone comes from you. Ah, there we go. I knew there was a way. Get a barrel, put lava in it, put glowstone in it, and you'll get endstone. And guess what we get from our dust? Glowstone. So we can make endstone, and then we can get infinite endstone. Pretty dang handy. I need to figure out how to get rid of that stuff, though, because that's going to be a problem for sure, because it's literally in my way. Is this all the iron ore pieces I have? Oh, yes, because I already compressed all my iron. I was like, what the heck? Let's do half of our iron, and then we need more coal in here. And yeah, we got our gold, and we've got glass over here. Let's put this away. We're going to need more chests. More chests. Inventory is always a problem. We also don't need this to be sitting like that anymore. Let's break this down, and you know, we can put the crucible here. We'll probably put a uranium block underneath it at some point. That way we can do things a little bit faster. Let's put as much in there as we can, start generating even more lava. And we can pipe lava into there eventually. So that had... I don't even know how much is in this. Oh, 199. Yeah, more cobble. Pretty much is how this works. So we now have 2 cobble gens running. The pedestals is less for cobble, though, and it's going to be used more for those other resources, mainly. Let's get a hammer. Let's try the iron hammer. I hope I don't need diamond to break this because I don't have... Okay, cool. Oh, and I need a compressed version of it in order to get it back. And we only got 4? Wait a minute. There were 5 down there. Why'd we only get 4? I'm calling shenanigans. All right, we're going to put... Man. Just means I really can't do... Can I uncompress it? Is that a thing? It is. Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. Look at all this cobble. That's a lot of cobble. Oh my goodness. All right, well, it's going to blow through my hammer. It's 2x and then 1x. Look, there's our 1x cobble that I would need. So from that, we got, oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's a lot of gravel. I don't even have room for this. I'm going to need to make another chest. All right. Well, I'm going to undo my mistake here. Maybe I should just compress this all back into those 4 pieces. Yeah. All right. I'm going to do that. It's wrapping up point. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And remember, if you have any tips, please let me know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you in the next one.